I'm like, oh, so you feel that I'm too busy for my man. You feel that I'm neglecting my man. So you want to be his shoulder to cry on. Hello my sugar binga bungas, welcome back to my channel. Now I see a whole lot of you watching, yet you're forgetting to do the right thing. Hit that subscribe button. I'll wait. Have you subscribed? Alright, let's get it then. Now before we get it crack-a-lacking, I just want to send a special shout out to all my phenomenal and pure-hearted women. This isn't to take away from the fellas, because fellas, I see you. Thank you for all the love and support that you give me on the daily. It does not go unnoticed, but I must admit that most of the positive comments that I get come from women. And I know this may come as a huge shock to many because women are often pinned against each other. Women are often very mean and ugly towards each other. But something very refreshing is happening. I'm seeing a whole lot of women loving on each other and supporting each other, and I'm here for it. Keep it going, ladies. Now, of course, there will be a few rotten eggs here and there trying to make sure everybody stinks like them. And if I didn't understand that a lot of people are miserable and they tend to project their pains and insecurities on others, maybe I would let them get to me. But I understand how all of that works, and I pray for their healing. But don't you dare think you're gonna come Msam Wami, my channel, and tell me to rather be like so and tell me to stop educating the youth, and tell me to stop sharing my testimonies of how wonderful God has been to me and how he constantly and continuously moves in my life. Are you not a demon? Demons aren't welcome here. We are academics in this house. Learning is crucial in this house. We pride ourselves on being intellectuals in this house. And most importantly, we are godly in this house. Now, if that is not your brand, then you are not the target market. And that is okay. Not everything is going to be for you. Not everything is going to resonate with your soul. Just like I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea, and I don't want to be. The aim is not to be liked. The aim is to answer my calling and fulfill my purpose. Hence Lomsamwami, hence the creation of this particular channel. It works for many, but if it doesn't work for you, then this is not the right place for you, because we are ayasha madimon like hi awafuneki vele. No negativity is allowed here, hence you're burning because you're not supposed to be here. Don't expect me to be shallow. Ngikhini indaba nje nomgosi nje kuphela ngik-entertain ugigitheka ubusapha phela kodwa ufundi lutho. No, that is not how I roll. I will entertain you, all right, but you're going to learn something. You're going to take something from that story time. You're going to take something from that negative experience of mine, and you're going to learn from it. And you're going to leave this channel feeling way better. If that doesn't work for you, then stay in your little dark corner of misery, but don't try to drag me along with you. Hlala namanye amadimoni afana nawe le kwamsurex. Keep that negative energy far away from me. I'm not about that life. I don't play with demons. And when I say this, I mean it. Now, unfortunately, some of these demons are disguised as our colleagues, our family members, and our friends. Betrayal comes from the people closest to you. With that said, this story time is about how a friend of mine pulled a Porsha Williams on me. Now, if you don't know who Porsha Williams is, she is a reality TV star who stars on a show called The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, Porsha has always been my favorite, so I really didn't see this one coming, and I'm sure many other people didn't see this one coming because she has this very lovely, bubbly personality. She's all about fun and positive energy. She calls out people for being evil and mean and this, that, and the third. So we were all just taken aback, flabbergasted, because she recently got engaged to the husband of one of her co co-workers. Now, she argues that this co-worker named Felon is not her friend and was never her friend. She further goes on to argue that she did not betray anybody because she's a grown woman who fell in love with a grown man. But this man is married. Now, both Porsha and this man named Simon are trying to make it seem as though the divorce was finalized in January, only to find out that it hasn't been finalized. So they've been creeping behind Felon's back during the marriage and way before the divorce had been filed. Porsha may argue that she's not friends with Felon, but she's been to Felon's house.
Come on, cheeks. That's what I said. My cheeks were out a little bit. You don't look great. You're going to a pool. That's fine. Oh, I have nothing to worry about. Meanwhile, okay, so. Hi. This is Fallon. Nice to meet you. We brought a bottle. And this is my sister. Nice to meet you. Your home is beautiful, Fallon. Thank you so much. We're so excited.
All right.
Putting on our best behavior.
Hi, ladies. How are you?
This is my husband, Simon, everyone.
How are you? You're good. Boom, boom. Yes.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for having us.
Yes,
Absolutely. Thank
definitely.
you for coming.
And I see you laid it out for us.
This is gorgeous.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that makes me want to get married all over again.
I mean, it's gorgeous.
Yes,
It's
we may
gorgeous.
just have to renew our vows, ring upgrade.
You know, love it.
usual.
Love it.
Well,
Oh, yes.
I'm the queen.
ladies, you did whatever you want.
This looks okay.
Absolutely. Your holes can't be too big.
Oh, I think I'm going to do this
It has to
one.
be a walk hole.
I thought
You see my holes? They're extra tight.
Okay. Ooh.
Oh, waffle.
It's tight? Oh, okay.
Honey, turn on the hot tub, please.
I love this marriage.
I can't yell at you and tell you what I need you to be doing. I don't want to. Did I hear somebody say, quack, 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 quack?
Oh my gosh, I feel like you could do a music video.
Cheers.
She's eaten Felon's food, drank her drinks, ha-had and kikied with Felon. And then all of a Sunday, out of the blue, she and Felon's husband are getting married. When? How? So these two have been creeping for a while, and it's so sad because Felon really did consider Porsha a friend.
You came on as a friend of Porsha's. So, what was y'all history?
Oh, you know what? It was more so through Dennis and Simon.
Oh, okay.
They knew each other. They were in the same industry. And at some point in time, Porsha and I got to meet. And she was really sweet. She's always been very real and genuine. So we clicked.
She thought Porsha was sweet and kind and lovely. Ha ha ha! Only to find out. Ukuthi inyoka nyoka. Ay, inyoka nyoka. So she's been after her man all this time. I invite you to my house, my territory, my sanctuary as my girl, as my co-worker. I'm trying to get to know you because your ex-fiance introduced me to you thinking we gel, and we actually did gel. Hence, you're in my space. You have the audacity, you have the gall, you have the balls to eye my husband and even go as far as getting engaged to him. Angaziswa naseceleni before everybody else. No. Nobody fills Felon in on the betrayal. They'd rather let her find out via social media like everybody else. So both of them did her dirty. Don't get me started on Simon. Right now, I'm talking about the snake of a woman who was supposed to be looking out for her sister and who was supposed to be like, oh, ease up. What are you doing? When that man hit on her. But she saw an opportunity. Why? Because this man is rich. She didn't care about Felon's feelings. All her morals went out the window. She didn't care about the fact that this is a married man. I work with his wife. I've been to this couple's house. I've probably kissed on their children. Now I'm about to put that same mouth that I kissed them with on their father's beefcake. Now, a lot of women have this mentality of, why should I be my sister's keeper? I owe her nothing. It's her man who owes her commitment and loyalty and respect. Absolutely. Absolutely. Granted, the man is wrong. But you, as the woman, you knowingly got into a relationship with a married man. You're in control. We're always in control. The ball is always in our court. The men chase us. They approach us. And it's completely up to us whether we let it go on or whether we nip it in the bud. You let it go on. Instead of saying to this woman, yo, put your puppy on the leash. He's running wild. You said, Gadlamina. I finally get to live Fallon's life. How do you not see how evil that is? A lot of women think this way. A lot of women do this to each other. And I just don't get how you don't see how evil this is. And the fact that you think this guy isn't going to do the same thing to you, really? Really? He already has multiple children with multiple women. So, red flag, Fallon should have seen this coming. But she probably thought, let me give him a chance. Maybe it'll be different with me. You can't change someone's character. They're the ones who have to see and feel the need to change. You can't change them. Your kitty cat certainly can't change them. If he's a disrespectful, cheating a-hole, guess what? The money will magnify that. Because now he has a lot more access. A lot of women are throwing themselves at him. Not because they love him, not because he's attractive, not because he's sexy, not because he's a good, decent man. No, because of the benefits he has to offer. Because their status will elevate in society once they rub shoulders with him. You see, as women, we tend to overlook character. We tend to overlook the fundamental qualities that make a partner decent, great, amazing, that make him your dream partner. Once he ticks the money box, everything else that is so important goes out the window, and then you want to cry when he disrespects you, when he beats you to a pulp, when he cheats on you and humiliates you in front of the whole world. He's been like that. You saw it from the get-go. You've always known this. But because he'd give you money and gifts and take you on expensive trips to Timbuktu, you overlooked that. Now that you're no longer getting that because he's tired of you and he's found another Fallon or another Porsha, it's a problem. What did you think was going to happen? Anywho, this was back in high school. So one of my subjects was dramatic arts, and we often completed tasks in teams or groups. This girl was best friends with one of my dramatic arts team members. We're gonna call her Nyoga Nyoga, and we're gonna call my ex-boyfriend F-boy, because that's exactly what he was. Now, during our drama rehearsals, Nyoga Nyoga would come and sit with us because she had to leave with her best friend. So we started getting closer and closer. I was in matric, and my boyfriend at the time was cheating on me with a girl in grade 11. Nyoga Nyoga was also in grade 11. So not only did she know me and my squad, she knew the side chick and her squad. But she gravitated towards me. So she was kind of on my side. This one time, out of the blue, F-boy said to me, "You really need to stop telling your friends all our business." And I was like, "What do you mean? Where's this coming from?" And he was like, "Nyoga Nyoga has been acting inappropriately." I asked him, "Inappropriately? How so?" He was like, "No, she just randomly invited me, started a conversation." And I was like, "Okay, this is a bit weird because I know this girl is cool with my girl, so why is she talking to me? Why does she even have my number? Because we don't do that whole steez of giving our friends our partner's numbers." And he was like, I was taken aback by that. But then I thought to myself, maybe my girl's trying to test me and see if I'm going to cheat on her with this girl. And I was like, oh, so the only reason you're telling me Uguti Nyoga Nyoga is being inappropriate is because you think I'm testing you. Had that not been your first thought, chances are you would have cheated. And I know he would have. He was just that type of person. Why I'm sure, but like, good luck to him. He was a rolling stone. What is that? Yo, I was once a clown. That guy was Oh, that guy. Oh my gosh. That guy was all over the show. Like, I was really super young, gullible, naive, inexperienced to put up with that for so long. But that's exactly the point of this channel. I want other girls to learn from me. Don't ever put up with that nonsense. But I must say, that is the greatest advice an ex has ever given me. Stop sharing all our business with your friends. They now all want a taste of me. They all want to be all up on my beefcake. That's exactly what he said, and I was like, wow. So the next day, I go to school, and I'm still sweet, still polite, still friendly with Nyoga Nyoga because I want her to give me the scoop. So I'm not trying to come to her as a woman. I'm chilled. I want her to feel safe and relaxed. Khona zoyikininda zonke. Ayikhiphe zonke. I wanted her to tell me everything because that's the type of person she was. So I say to her, how? F-boy told me that you guys have been speaking. And I could see the shock on her face because she thought she could, be a nyoga nyoga behind my back. Little did she know. Ukuthi sengiyazi lesitititi sami sengitshelile yonke into futhi. F-boy had told me everything. He even showed me the text. So she says, yeah, I recently added him after that scandal with that other girl because I wanted to tell him that he needs to stop what he's doing. You don't deserve that. You're a good girl. You're a lovely girl. And he needs to do better. And I'm thinking to myself, hello, man. Who asked you? Who died and gave you that position? You're going to be spokesperson, Sam. Who made you my spokesperson? So I say, oh, really? And what did he say? How did he respond to that? She says, no. He's like, yeah, no. He realizes that he made a huge mistake. You're everything. He's going to do better. He stopped everything and they're no longer seeing each other. And she tells me everything that I know. And then she says, the problem is that you were neglecting him. You're so busy. You're the RCL president. You're a prefect. You have this and that going on, extracurricular activities. You have to rehearse for this. You have to deliver speeches here and there. And I'm like, oh, so you feel that I'm too busy for my man. You feel that I'm neglecting my man. So you want to be his shoulder to cry on. You want to give him all the attention that he's missing. And she says, no, it's nothing like that. You know I like you. I actually love you. I consider you my friend. I would never do that to you. I was just really bothered by his behavior and I thought I would intervene. And I was like, yo, mantombazane, pa. Some girls are just really forward, evil, and envious. They wait for you to slip up so they can jump in and take your spot. Ubelokhe kuhle duze kwami isondeza nami ezenza umngane nami enze ngathi uyalalela lapha indaba eshiwe ama-side chicks and then coming back and telling me ukuthi sebathi in baplan ukukushaya bahlangana noSimanibani kuma-terminals in acting like she's looking out for me kanti she's a nyoga gunning for my man as well. She would spend time with me observing my every move, waiting for a gap that she can jump in so she can snatch what's mine and live my life. There are people like that in your circle right now. And the sad part is when her man hit on me, I considered her feelings. Besides the fact that I didn't want her man because he too was an F-boy slinging his peen all over the show. Till this very day, he's for the streets. Besides that, I thought of her. I considered her feelings. I respected her. And this happened after she had betrayed me. I could have entertained him just to get back at her. And although we weren't friends anymore, I still respected her and her relationship. But most importantly, I chose to respect myself because I wasn't about to jump up and down on a beefcake that's for everybody. If it ain't mine and mine alone, I don't want it. Furthermore, I'm never going to enter a relationship knowing very well that that person is already in a relationship, whether I know the woman or not. I love myself. I don't deserve that. So in closing, there are people in your camp who envy you. They want to be you. They want to live your life. They want every single thing that you have. They smile in your face. They tell you they adore you. You believe it. Because they're so deceitful, because they are demons disguised as angels. So they're really good at faking. Meanwhile, they're plotting your demise. They're plotting to take your spot. You're probably with a man right now who doesn't value you and who shares himself with every single thing that moves. Love yourself. Do better. You're probably the type of woman who says, Psh, I'm not my sister's keeper. That's not my job. If her man is trash, that's none of my business. I'm still gonna do what I want and get my bag. I'm still gonna get my benefits out of that relationship. I'm all for people living their best lives and doing whatever it is that they want, so long as they don't hurt the next person. In this case, you're hurting the next person. You're messed up. You're evil. Heal.
Abantu bazakwazi indlela olihule ngalo Phumi. Unditshela indoda ndijima nawe ndithi ndenza yonke into kanti all along udola no gaps. Ungcolile Phumi. Uhleka nami every day. Kanti all along ndithi izithende. Ha ungcolile Phumi. Phuma kula moto. Phuma kula moto. Phumi ngicela uphume apha.